Okay, I think I'm live now, guys. Let me know if everything is good, if you can see me, if you can hear me. Then we'll start today's session. Okay, cool. I think everything is good. Please do like the stream, guys. So, I'll first say, please like the stream. So that more people can join us when we actually start it. We'll start it at around 2 o'clock. Yeah. I'll first start off with a quant rush. There is something which is very, very popular amongst Cracku students. This is the quant rush. A lot of people take this quant rush every single day. So I thought I'll just take one so that you guys know how to take it. So just go to the quant rush page on Cracku site. You will get something like this. You can select all the topics that you want. It can be arithmetic, algebra, geometry, number system, probability, or all topics. I will probably select all topics. And we can start the quant rush. This is the leaderboard for, I think, this week. I think Akansha, Panisher, Aquarian, Harsh, Naveen, all of these guys have been doing well. Oh, this is for today. So I'll see if I can change it. Weekly, who is at top? Abhashish is at top. Neeraj, Apala, Ashrit, Devabrita. Monthly, or Jayesh, somebody has done so well, man. 259 is incredible. So let us get started. I think I'll just do one quant rush for some time before people join us. Once people join us, I think I'll continue with the session for today. Good afternoon, Karan Kumar. How are you? Okay, this is the first one. If 10 to the power 68 is divided by 13, what is the remainder? Okay, do I get a paper? I think I can get a paper, right? Okay. How much time do I have? Okay, 3 minutes. I think 3 minutes is sufficient. 10 to the power 60 is 1001 is a multiple of 13. It is, I think, 7 into 11 into 13. So 1000 will be minus 1. So this is 10 to the power 68. I can write it as 10 to the power 66 into 100. 10 to the power 66 is 1000 to the power 22 into 100. Now 1001 is a multiple, so 1000 will leave a remainder of minus 1. So this will leave a remainder of 1. So 100 will leave a remainder of 9 because 91 is a multiple. So the correct answer will be 3. Can I go to the next one? Okay, next one has come. A shopkeeper went to, how many points did I get? I get 4 points, okay. A shopkeeper went to a HP store and purchased 4 laptops. This is some linear equations. Okay, wait, cancel. I need a, yeah. How do I clean this? I don't know whether I can clean it or not. Okay, I can clean it here. Okay. 4 laptops, 5 mobiles, plus 4 printers. This costs how much? 6.09 lakhs. That is 609,000. Next day I went to the store again and purchased 3 laptops, 3 mobiles, and 5 printers. Okay, 5 printers. How much did this cost him? This cost him 595,000. Okay. We have to combine both of these linear equations to get the amount for 5 laptops, 7 mobiles, plus 3 printers. So basically you have to multiply the first equation with, say, A and second equation with B, and you combine both of them, you'll get the third equation. So if you're combining the first equation with A, you're going to get 4A plus 3B is equal to 5. And if you're comparing the coefficient of M, 5A plus 3B is equal to 7. So based on it, you can calculate that A will be 2 and B will be minus 1. So you multiply this with 2 and you multiply this with minus 1 and you add it. You're going to get 5L. Here it will be 10M minus 3M, 7M. Here it will be 8M minus 5M, so 3M. So this will be 609 into 2 minus 595. The quickest way to do it is 609 minus 595 is 14. So this will be basically 609 plus 14, which will be 623. So the answer will be option A. Okay, I'll solve one more and then I'll stop it. What do you say, guys? But I find this to be very interesting, man. I always like solving this under time pressure. Please do like the stream, guys. We have around 25 guys. This is the last question I'll answer. We have 3 minutes. Find the number of integers that satisfy the inequality. Modulus of n minus 60 is less than modulus of n minus 100. I need to make 3 is less than modulus of n minus 20. I think I have to make 4 cases. The 4 cases is first n is less than 20, then n lies between 20 and 60, then n lies between 60 and 100, and finally n is greater than 100. I think n is greater than 100 won't satisfy it because then the answer will be infinite. Similarly, n less than 20 will not be correct because that also will be infinite. So I have to basically look at only n lying between 20 and 60 and n lying between 60 and 100. If you want, I can actually guess the answer will be either 38 or 39. Okay, 38 or 39 is not there. Okay, interesting. Because I thought one of these 2 intervals will solve it and the other won't. But I'm assuming half of this will solve. So I can maybe try to take a guess. If it is an exam, I'll just solve it with, say, I'll take n is 21. Is it solving it? This will be 39. This is 79. And this is 1. This is not solving it, right? N minus 20 has to be the highest. So can I take this as 59? 59 also won't solve it, right? Because 59 minus 100 will be 41. And 59 minus 20 is 39. 59 also won't solve it. So I don't think it is working like this. I think it has to be, okay, I think it has to be closer to, I think 81 to 100 will solve it. Right? No, not 81 to 100. I'll tell you. I think 61 to 80 will solve it. I think 61 to 80 will be the answer. 61 to 80 will be, is 80 allowed? 80 is not allowed because at 80 these two will be the same. So it will be 61 to 79. So 61 to 79 will be 19. So just using the options we can get these kind of questions correct. Okay, that is it guys. I'll stop it here. But I think it is very interesting. You should try to solve some of them. You will find it very useful. Please do like the stream guys. Yeah. Karan Kumar is saying questions are not visible clearly. That's okay, man. Sir, can we have it last week where we solve questions first and you show the solution? Okay, that also is fine. No problem. I'll just end the rest. This is basically something I wanted to show you that there is this Quant rush, which I think is a pretty good innovation that we had by Cracku. You should definitely do check it out. Hundreds of people take Quant rush every single day. So it is very, very useful. Let us get started. Look at the rush leaderboard, man. Okay. Look at the rush leaderboard. Somebody got a score of 12,766. Isn't that incredible? Just imagine how much effort that person is actually putting to do well in CAT. Or look at Vishal Datta, he also scored 5,800. Or Pavani or Aryaman or Hari Krishna. All of these guys, I would say, are putting in so much effort. And I'm sure you'll see the results for this kind of effort on the day of the examination. So yeah, definitely do check out the Cracku Quant rush. It is very, very useful. One other thing I wanted to tell you is we are going to have a live session every Saturday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Like today, we'll be looking at different topics. We looked at arithmetic, we looked at algebra. In the future, we'll be looking at geometry, we'll be looking at number systems, probability, all of these things. Sometimes I'll be doing LRDI also, and sometimes Sally will be doing verbal. But definitely we'll be conducting a session every Saturday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on YouTube. And I would definitely recommend all of you to attend the session. Let us start today's session with the first question. This is the first question, guys. Try to solve it. Harsh Srivastava is saying, sir, big fan. Thank you, man. Thanks a lot. Your good wishes mean a lot. Sir, I have doubt how to remove clock anxiety. It will drop my ability to solve. I think clock anxiety is something that you can't run away from. I'll tell you why, because in the examination also there will be a clock. So you have to just get used to it, and one of the ways in which you can beat anxiety is by doing the same thing again and again. The first time you'll feel scared, the second time you'll feel scared, but after a point of time you'll feel less scared. For example, if you're scared of public speaking, if you have to get on a stage and give a speech, everybody is terrified of it. Even I'm pretty scared of giving speeches. But I was much more scared of giving speeches earlier. Now that I am the co-founder of Cracku, I have to give a lot of speeches to Cracku employees. So the first time I'm scared, second time I'm scared, but after a point of time you get like kind of used to it. So it is not as scary. Similarly, even clock anxiety, at the start it will be scary, but after a few times it will not be as scary. Even now when I have to give a speech, I'm slightly scared, but much less scared as compared to what I used to be like say 7-8 years back. Okay, let us try to solve this question. A can contains two liquids A and B in the ratio of 3:4. Some liquid is taken out and replaced with an equal amount of liquid A, after which the ratio of liquid A and liquid B in the can is inversed. What percentage of the liquid is taken out? So we have A and we have B. They are in the ratio of 3:4. Now some liquid is taken out. We don't know how much liquid is taken out. Let us assume that the liquid that is taken out is P. The total amount of liquid that is taken out is P. And after that, what is the ratio of A to B? It is still 3:4. The volume of the solution has changed, but the ratio of A and B will remain the same. After P is taken out, let us assume that the amount of A is 3x and the amount of B is 4x. So what is the total volume of the solution now? It is 7x. This is after P liters are taken out. So what is the volume of the solution at the start? The volume of the solution at the start is 7x plus P. Now how much A is added back? To this, P of A is added back, because what we are told is some liquid is taken out and this is replaced with an equal amount of liquid A. We assume that P amount of the liquid is taken out and P amount of A is added back. So the volume of A will be 3x plus P, volume of B is 4x. Now the ratio is inversed. So 3x plus P divided by 4x is equal to 4/3. Now you can cross multiply. You are going to get 9x plus 3p is equal to 16x, or 3p is equal to 7x, or the value of p is 7x divided by 3. So what is the initial volume of the solution? Initial volume of the solution is 7x plus 7x by 3, which is equal to 28x by 3. From this, 7x by 3 of the solution is taken out and 7x by 3 A is added back. Now the ratio of A to B has become 4:3. So the fraction of the liquid that is taken out will be from 28x by 3, we have removed 7x by 3. So the percentage that is taken out is 7x by 3 divided by 28x by 3 into 100. This is equal to 25%. So the answer for this question is option D, which is 25%. Let me try to give a shout out quickly to everybody who got this question correct. It is Sanjeevani Pathak, Aparna Nair and Ritu Panwar. Guys, try to solve this question. Let us look at the next question. Please do like the stream, guys. I am looking for 75 likes before the stream ends. So I want 75 likes before the stream ends. So please do like the stream. Sir, how do you manage time? I'm facing issue managing 3 things. CAT, CFA, BBA, I daily mess up in some part of the task and waste time over something else, useless maybe, delay task or can't start at a time. One thing I would tell you is, switch your phone from a smartphone to a non-smartphone. That itself is going to bring you so much time. You will have much better control over your time. That is one thing I do, where I see that there are so many people who waste so much time without really realizing it on their smartphone. The second thing I would do is, prioritize your tasks. There are some tasks which are very important. There are some tasks which are moderately important. There are some tasks which are good to do. So basically, at least the most important task, I would schedule it in the morning so that I will definitely get it done. We're all humans, we can't fulfill everything at all times, but at least the most important tasks you have to do every day. So if you're able to prioritize it and allocate that in the morning, because I feel that for me, mornings at least are completely in my control. So those tasks I definitely finish in the morning so that I don't feel like I am not doing the important things. The not so important things, but good to do things, sometimes I don't do, it is fine. Samhita Kannagate is saying, sir, can you please show how to open Quant in the Cracku app? Okay, I will let you know, guys. Okay. In this question, we are told that tank P contains milk and water in the ratio of 12:7. So we have milk and water. In tank P, the ratio is 12:7. And in tank Q contains milk and water in the ratio of 3:2. Now, 25% of the quantity of P, okay, from P we have taken 25%, and 50% of the quantity from Q, and from Q we have taken 50%, okay, are taken and mixed in another container R. The total quantity of milk in tank R is 122 liters, okay, and the difference between the quantity of milk and water in R is 28 liters, okay. If you assume that in R, when both of them are mixed, the amount of milk is say M and the amount of water is W. We are given M plus W. The total volume is given, this is 122, and the difference between milk and water also is given. M minus W is 28 liters. If you add both of them, you are going to get 2M is equal to 122 plus 28, which is 150, or the value of M is 75 liters. And what is the value of W? From this we can calculate, it will be 75 minus 28, which is 47. So in R, the amount of milk is 75 and the amount of water is 47. Okay. Now what is the initial quantity of water in tank Q? Let us assume that 25% of P contains 12x water and 7x water. What are we saying? Whatever amount that is mixed from P, it will contain milk and water in the ratio of 12:7. So we are assuming that to be 12x and 7x. This is 25%. Similarly, the amount that is mixed from Q, let us assume that this is 3y and 2y. This will basically amount to 50% of Q. Why are we doing that? Because if you add 12x plus 3y, you are going to get 75. This is the total amount of milk that is mixed, which is 12x plus 3y is equal to 75. And what is the total amount of water that is mixed? 7x plus 2y. 7x plus 2y is equal to 47. You divide this equation with 3. What are you going to get? You are going to get 4x plus y is equal to 25. Now you multiply this with 2. You are going to get 8x plus 2y is equal to 50. From this equation and from this equation, if you subtract one equation from the other, you are going to get the value of x. This is equal to 3. So 21x, 7x is 21. 21 plus 2y is 47, or the value of y is 13. So what we are saying is the amount of milk that is mixed is 12 into 3 from P. Amount of water that is mixed is 7 into 3. Similarly, amount of milk that is mixed from Q is 13 into 3, and amount of water that is mixed is 2 into 13. So the amount of water that is mixed from Q is 26. This represents 50% of the water in Q. So the total water that is present in Q will be 26 divided by 0.5, which is equal to 52. So the answer for this question is option A. This is the amount of water in tank Q. Let me quickly give a shout out to everybody who got this correct before going to the next question. Guys, if you get the question correct, please do message in the chat, comment your answer, so that I can give you a shout out. This is the next question, try to solve it, guys. Unknown leader is saying Quant Rush is really good, sir, liked it a lot. Thanks a lot, man. We put in a lot of effort into Quant Rush, and it makes me feel very good to see hundreds of people use Quant Rush every single day. Please do like the stream, guys. We have only 30 likes. I want to get to 75 likes before the stream ends. Vedant is saying, sir, could you please explain how you got 52 liters from 26? I'll do that, man. After the time for this is over, I'll quickly explain that and go. Michael Scott is saying, sir, is it worth doing probability and P and C? Not able to get any progress in that. I think you should know, because you have time, you should know the basics of every topic. So if a very easy question comes from probability, you should be able to answer it. But it is not a very important topic. So you don't need to be worried if you're not able to answer any medium question or hard question. But say an easy question comes. What do I define as an easy question in probability and permutation combinations? For example, if a question comes in CAT that there are 10 students, there are 5 girls and 5 boys. In how many ways can we mix them or arrange them in a straight line such that all the girls are together? This, I would say, is not a difficult question. If this kind of a question comes in the examination, you should be able to answer it. Okay. Okay, let us try to solve this question. In India, there are two kinds of athletes, amateur athletes and elite athletes. So let us assume that there are amateur athletes, let us call them AA, and we have elite athletes, let us call them EA. Amateur athletes spend an average of 20,000 per year. Okay, they spend rupees 20,000 per year. And they constitute 70% of the total. And they are 70% of the total. So the remaining 30% are elite athletes. How much do they spend? We don't know. Let us assume that on an average they spend X rupees per year. Now the average expenditure of all the athletes is 29,000. What is the average expenditure of the elite athletes? So for everybody included, the average annual spend is 29,000. Where did we get this 29,000? It will be 20,000 into 70% plus X into 30%. That is 29,000 is equal to 20,000 into 0.7 plus X into 0.3. That will equal 29,000. You cancel this. 20,000 into 0.7 is 14,000. 29,000 minus 14,000 is 15,000. 15,000 is equal to 0.3x, or the value of x is equal to 15,000 divided by 0.3, which is equal to 50,000. So the average amount of money elite athletes spend every single day will be 50,000. which will equal option C. Let me quickly give a shout out to everybody who got this question correct before going to the next question. Okay, we got a lot of guys who got this correct. Well done. We have CEO Dhaibar Prasad, we have Aparna Nair, we have Panisher, Sanjeevani Pathak, Michael Scott, Ritu Panwar, General, Sriram Srivatsan, Vedantika, Asha Jogi, and Asha Jogi. Now, Vedantika had a question in the earlier one. From 26 liters, how did we get to 50% or 52 liters? What I'm basically saying is, in this, I assume that the amount of milk that was mixed is 12x, amount of water that is mixed is 7x. Both of them combined constitute 25% of P. Similarly, the amount of milk that was mixed from Q, I assume to be 3y. Amount of water that is mixed from Q, I assume to be 12y. This constitutes 50% of Q. So 12x plus 3y is the total amount of milk that is mixed, which comes to equal 75. 7x plus 2y is equal to 47, that is the total amount of water. The total amount of milk is 75, total amount of water is 47. Using both of them, we get the value of x and y. We got x to be 3, we got y to be 13. So the amount of milk that was mixed is 12 into 3 from P. Amount of water that was mixed from P is 7 into 3. Similarly, amount of milk that was mixed from Q is 3 into 13. Amount of water that was mixed is 2 into 13. This is 26 liters of water was mixed from Q. Is this the total amount of water in Q? No, because this constitutes only 50% of the water that is there in Q. So the actual amount of water in Q is 26 divided by 50%, which is equal to 52. Let us look at the next question. Guys, try to get this correct. Guys, please do like the stream. Let us get to 75 likes before the stream ends. Do exactly these kind of questions are asked in CAT, or this is for practice? I would say these kind of questions can be asked in CAT. They are maybe slightly on the easier side, but if you can solve these kind of questions correct, solving CAT level questions is not a big jump. If you are rating the difficulty of questions in CAT, these will be on the slightly easier side, but they will be definitely related even to the medium level questions that are asked in CAT. So you should definitely, I think these are very useful for you. Okay guys, let us try to solve this question. In this question, we are told that Amit scored 10% less marks than Sumit and 20% more marks than Rakesh. So there are basically three guys. We have Amit, we have Sumit, and we have Rakesh. Let us assume that Sumit scored X marks. Amit scored 10% less marks than Sumit. So Amit would have scored 0.9x. Amit also scored 20% more marks than Rakesh. We don't know how many marks Rakesh scored. If say Rakesh has scored R, what we are told is that Amit's marks, which is 0.9x, is 20% more than Rakesh. So this is equal to 1.2R. Or the value of R is 0.9x divided by 1.2. This is equal to 0.75x. So the amount of marks scored by Rakesh is 0.75x. What else was given to us? Tina scored 35 marks more than Amit. So if we have a fourth person called Tina, now Tina scored 35 marks more than Amit. So Tina scored 35 plus 0.9x. This is the amount of marks scored by Tina. And Sumit scored 20 marks less than Tina. So the marks scored by Sumit is x. This is 20 marks less than Tina's. So what we are basically told is x is the marks scored by Sumit. This is 35 plus 0.9x. This is the marks scored by Tina minus 20. Or if you simplify it, 0.1x is equal to 15, or the value of x is 150. Therefore, the marks scored by Sumit is 150. The marks scored by Amit is 0.9x, which is 135. The marks scored by Tina is 35 plus Amit's marks, so this will be 170. And the marks scored by Rakesh is 0.75x, which is 0.75 into 150. This will be 112.5. What we are asked to calculate is the difference in the marks between Tina and Rakesh. Tina scored 170, Rakesh scored 112.5. The difference in their marks is 170 minus 112.5. This will come to equal 57.5. So the difference in the marks scored by them is option D, which is 57.5. Let us look at the next question. One scholarship that we actually started is that of Get Your Money Back. Basically what I feel is there are multiple things that motivate people. It is not that motivation is like a switch. It is not like some person is completely motivated and some person is completely demotivated. I feel that motivation also has multiple layers. Some people put in effort for CAT to make their parents proud. Some people put in effort to get into a good college. Some people put in effort to prove to themselves that they can do it. Some people do it for their career. There are multiple reasons why people do it. I just wanted to give one small additional reason for people to put in that effort. Basically what we are doing is, if anybody who is enrolled to a Cracku course gets above 99.9 percentile, they will get the full money back. And if anybody gets above 99 percentile, but less than 99.9 percentile, they will get 50% of the money that they paid us. So basically what we are saying is, if say somebody enrolled to, like we are saying, say the daily targets. I don't know the actual cost of daily targets, I don't look at that, but say, suppose it costs say 5,000 rupees. Now if that person has scored 99.91, he will get the entire 5,000 back. But suppose that person has scored say 99.2, which is greater than 99 but less than 99.9, he will get 50% of the 5,000 that he paid to us, which is 2,500. This is basically a scholarship that will be applicable from CAT 2026 onwards. And this is something that I feel will give students one more reason to put in slightly more effort just to get their motivation. And I feel it will be helpful for students. This is the first time we are doing it. I don't know how that will turn out, but I hope that it will motivate students more. Let us look at the next question, guys. Okay, I forgot to give a shout out for the earlier question. The question was gotten correct by Aparna Nair and Kaushal. Well done. Aparna is saying she took dash cat 1 and did not score too well. You scored 35. I think that's a pretty decent score for the first dash cat. It is disheartening to see low score in the first dash cat. I think that is okay. Don't worry about it. Basically, the way you have to look at it is, one dash cat to the other, there should be an improvement. Look at it and try to figure out a way to motivate yourself. Basically, if I'm in your situation, I would tell myself that I got 35, that is fine. I got like say 10, 10 and 15 in the 3 sections. In the next one, I should try to get 11, 11 and 16. In each of the section, I should try to improve slightly. And if I improve slightly from one dash cat to another, I should feel like happy and I should feel confident and I should put in more and more effort. That I think is what you should do. Try to improve your score in every section slightly. Guys, please do like the stream. We have 40 likes. I'm looking to get to 75 likes before the stream ends. So please do like the stream, guys. Okay, time is up guys, let us try to solve this question. Alice can complete a certain work in 24 days. Bob is twice as efficient as Alice. Both of them worked together for X days and stopped. Then the remaining work was completed by Carol by working for X plus 1 days. If Carol is 25% less efficient than Bob, then the total number of days it took to complete the whole work is. So we have three guys. We have Alice. Alice can complete the work in 24 days. Now Bob is twice as efficient as Alice, so Bob will finish the task in half the time, which is 12 days. Let us assume that the total work that needs to be done is 24 units. I just wanted it to be a multiple of 12 and 24 so that the calculations become easy. Alice is taking 24 days to do 24 units of work. So in one day, the amount of work done by Alice will be 1 unit. Bob is taking 12 days to do 24 units of work. So in one day, Bob does 2 units of work. We have Carol. Carol, we are told, is 25% less efficient than Bob. So if Bob is doing 2 units of work per day, Carol will be doing 25% lesser, which is 1.5 units. Now initially Alice and Bob are working and they work for X days. And after that we have Carol who is working. Carol works for X plus 1 days. If Alice and Bob are working together, in one day the amount of work that they will do is 1 plus 2, which is 3 units. If Carol alone is working, she does 1.5 units per day. So 3 units are done for X days. This is 3x. 1.5 units is done for X plus 1 days. So that is plus 1.5x plus 1.5. This is equal to the total work that is done, which is 24 units. So this is equal to 24. Or 4.5x is equal to 22.5, or the value of x is 5 days. What does this mean? It means that Alice and Bob worked for X days, so they worked for 5 days. Carol worked for X plus 1 days, so she worked alone for 6 days. So the total number of days the work was finished in is 5 plus 6, which is equal to 11 days, which is option C. Let's look at the next question, guys. Let me give a shout out quickly to everybody who got this correct. It is Panisher, Sanjeevani Pathak, I am Dash, Aparna Nair, Anumotu Vijayendra Gupta, Ritu Panwar, Kusha, Prasad Dhaibar, and I am Dash. Okay, let us look at the next question. How much time can be spent on a single question, sir? When you're preparing, it is okay to spend more time. There is no hindrance with respect to time. But in the examination, I would recommend you to not get stuck in one question. Try to solve questions, try to solve one question in say around 3 minutes or 4 minutes. Don't spend too much time on it. If you're not getting it, ignore it and go to the next question. Sir, if B is twice as efficient as A, is it always the case that B takes half the time that A takes to complete the job? Can this relationship be used everywhere? You can always use it. If somebody is twice as efficient, that person will take half the amount of time. So that if somebody is 3 times as efficient, that person will take 1/3 the time. So more efficiency, less time, and that is linear. Guys, please do like the stream. We have 40 people who are watching the stream live, but we have less than 40 likes. So please do like the stream, guys. Kaushal is saying, sir, I learn a lot from your live quant section attempts. Please do it sometime soon. Sure, man, I'll do it. I can do it. I think once the mock season starts, I'll start doing it. Sometime in July, August, those times I'll do it. Okay guys, let us try to solve this question. There is a contractor. He undertakes to do a piece of work in 40 days. He engages 100 men at the beginning and 100 men after 35 days and completes the work in the stipulated time. If he had not engaged the additional men, how many days behind schedule would it be finished? So let us assume that amount of work done by a man in 1 day is say 1 unit. So initially for 35 days, 100 men worked. After 35 days were over, he added 100 more men. That is 200 men were working. And they worked for 5 days. At the end of 40 days, the work was finished. So what is the total amount of work that should be done? The total amount of work is 100 men doing 100 units of work for 35 days plus 200 men working for 5 days. This is the total amount of work that needs to be done. This is 3500 and this is 1000, which is 4500. This is the amount of work that needs to be done in total. Suppose new men were not added at the end of 35 days and only 100 men were working throughout. Each of them will be doing 1 unit of work. So the number of days that it would have taken them is 4500 divided by 100, which is equal to 45 days. The stipulated time period is only 40 days. They would have taken 45 days or they would have taken 5 days more. So the answer for this question is 5. Let me quickly give a shout out to everybody who got this question correct before going to the next question. A lot of people got it correct. Well done. CEO, Dhaibar Prasad, Aparna Nair, Panishar, Kaushal, Ritu Panwar, Sanjana Harish, Kushagra Tandon, Anumotu Vijayendra Gupta and Sriram Srivatsan. Well done guys. Let us look at the next question. Guys, we have 45 people who are watching the stream, man. Please do like it. Otherwise, my team gets slightly demotivated if you don't get a lot of likes. So please like the stream. I know it sounds slightly immature to ask so many times, but it is not just me who is working. My entire team is working on a Saturday to give good content for CAT aspirants. So we would definitely request you to please like the stream. Panish is saying, can we consider these as CAT level? I would say these are easier than CAT, but these are very useful for CAT aspirants because the concepts that are used in this are directly relevant for actual CAT examination. Okay, CEO, your name is Vishal. I'll call you Vishal from now on. At least in this stream, I won't forget. Maybe in the future streams, I might forget. Okay guys, let us try to solve this question. In this question, we are told that train A takes 45 minutes more than train B to travel 450 kilometers. Let us assume that the speed of train A is SA and the speed of train B is SB. So how much time will train A take to cover 450 kilometers? It is 450 divided by SA. This is 450 divided by SB, which is the time taken by train B plus 45 minutes. 45 minutes is 3/4 of an hour. This is the first equation we have. This is the amount of time taken by train A. This is the amount of time taken by train B plus 45 minutes. Now due to an engine trouble, speed of train B falls by a quarter. So what is the new speed of train B? It is 0.75 B. 0.75 SB, because the speed has fallen by a quarter. So it takes 30 minutes more than train A to complete the same journey. So 450 divided by SA, which is the time taken by train A, is 450 divided by 0.75 SB minus 1 by 2. We are basically saying that time taken by train A after the speed of train B has fallen, train A takes half an hour lesser than train B to complete the journey. Now you will notice that on the left hand side it is 450 by SA in both the cases. So these two have to be the same. That would imply that 450 divided by SB plus 3 by 4 is equal to 450 divided by 0.75 SB minus 1 by 2. Now 450 divided by 0.75 SB is, this is 600 divided by SB, because 450 divided by 0.75 is equal to 600. So 600 is equal to 450 by SB plus 3 by 4, and here we have minus 1 by 2, or the value of 150 divided by SB is equal to 5 by 4, or the value of SB is equal to 120 kilometers per hour. This is the speed of train B. So the speed of train B is 120 kilometers per hour. You substitute it in any one of the two equations. We can substitute it, for example, in this equation. 450 divided by SA is equal to 450 divided by SB, which is 450 divided by 120 plus 3 by 4. You can cancel these two. This will be 15 by 4 plus 3 by 4, which is equal to 18 by 4, which is 9 by 2. So 9 by 2 is 450 divided by SA, or the speed of train A, SA, can be simplified. This will be equal to 100 kilometers per hour. So the answer for this question is option C, which is 100 kilometers per hour. Let me quickly give a shout out to everybody who got this correct before going to the next question. The people who got it correct are Aparna Nair, Vishal, Ritu Panwar, Anumotu Vijayendra Gupta, and Sriram Srivatsan. Well done, guys. Let us look at the next question. Okay, let us try to answer this question, guys. A boatman goes 2 kilometers against the current of the stream in 1 hour. So what is the speed of the boat upstream? That is when he's going against the stream. The speed of the boat is 2 kilometers per hour. And he goes 1 kilometer along the current in 10 minutes. So speed of the boat downstream he is covering 1 kilometers in 10 minutes. So in 1 hour he will be covering 6 kilometers. Now in still water, that is if the stream is not moving, if you assume that the speed of the boat is b and speed of the stream is s, what is the speed of the boat upstream? Then it is when it is going against the stream, the speed will be b minus s. And what is the speed when it is going downstream? That is when it is going along with the current, it will be b plus s. So what we know is that b minus s is equal to 2 and b plus s is equal to 6. You add both of them, you are going to get 2b is equal to 8, or the value of b is 4 kilometers per hour. So the speed of the boat in still water, when the water is not moving, is 4 kilometers per hour. And speed of the stream is 2 kilometers per hour. Now what are we asked? We are asked that how long will it take to go 5 kilometers in stationary water? The speed of the boat is 4 kilometers per hour. So in how much time will it cover 5 kilometers? That will be 5 by 4, which is equal to 1 hour and 15 minutes. So the answer for this question is option C, which is 1 hour and 15 minutes. Let us look at the next question, guys. We are launching a new batch for CAT 2026. To get all the details about this course, you have to just Google search Cracku CAT 2026 course. Just search this on Google. You'll go to the page which has all the details. I will quickly brief you what the details are. You get a lot of concept videos, so all of your concepts are cleared very well. You get access to the 20 dashcats. You'll get access to the study room. You'll get access to Quant. You'll get basically access to everything. In addition to all of this, we also do live classes every day in the evening from Monday to Friday. I take the class every Monday. Saili takes the class every Thursday. And in the remaining days, we have excellent faculty who take the classes on the remaining days. This, I think, is a very good batch. This is a very good course. You can see the batch schedule given over here. Now, I think Monday we have number systems. Then I think 14th April we'll have another thing. 15th April we'll have another thing. Again, all the details you can get if you just Google search Cracku CAT 2026 course. Go there and then you will get access to this. Otherwise, you can just call us on this number. This is our support number, which is 6303 239 042. If you have any doubts about the course, you can call us on our support number. Let us look at the next question, guys. Yeah. How many likes do we have? Okay, we have 48, man. We're close. Just give us 2 more likes, and then we'll cross 50. That is at least one interesting number. Okay guys, let us try to solve this question. The proportion of gold in the three alloys are 40%, 50% and 80%. So we have three alloys. This is say alloy 1, this is alloy 2 and this is alloy 3. Alloy 1 has 40% gold, alloy 2 has 50% gold and alloy 3 has 80% gold. These alloys were mixed in certain proportions to obtain 30 kgs of a new alloy. So they were mixed in certain ways and the total weight of the new alloy is 30 kgs. This is the mixture of alloy 1, alloy 2 and alloy 3, which contains 55% gold. In this, the percentage of gold is 55%. Okay. If the amount of the first alloy is 9 kgs, alloy 1 is 9 kgs. So alloy 2 plus alloy 3 will be 21 kgs because the sum of the three alloys is 30 kgs. What is the amount of in kgs of the third alloy used? Let us assume that alloy 3 is X. So alloy 2 used is 21 minus X because the sum of this plus this has to be equal to 30. What is the amount of gold in the mixture? The concentration of gold is 55% in 30 kgs. So the amount of gold will be 55% into 30, which is 16.5. What is the amount of gold from the first alloy? This is 40% of 9 kgs, which is 3.6. What is the amount of gold in the second alloy? It is 50% of 21 minus x. So this is 21 minus x divided by 2. What is the amount of gold in the third alloy? It is 80% of x, which is 0.8x. The sum of all three has to equal the total amount of gold in the mixture. So 16.5 is equal to 3.6 plus 21 minus x by 2 is 21 by 2, which is 10.5 minus 0.5x, which is x by 2 plus 0.8x. If you are simplifying it, 16.5 minus 3.6 is 12.9 is equal to 10.5 plus 0.3x, or the value of 0.3x is equal to 2.4, or the value of x is 8 kgs. So the amount of the third alloy in the mixture is 8 kgs, which is option A. Let me quickly give a shout out to everybody who got this correct before going to the next question. Okay, question 9, I don't know. Sir, do you see numbers in their roundup forms? Yeah, maybe. Okay, let us try to solve this question, guys. In the next one, I'll give a shout out. I think that only 2 people got the second question, 9th question correct. They are Prakash Dharnesh and Asha Jogi. Give a answer, dude. Once you give an whatever question you are getting, mention the answer in the chat so that I can give a shout out after the question ends. Yes, Panisher, you got it correct. Okay, let me try to solve this question, guys. A hotel has 459 managers. When the number of managers is increased by 36, the total daily expenditure on food increases by 81, but the average food expenditure per person decreases by 1. Find the hotel's original daily expenditure on food. So we have managers. What is the initial number of managers? The initial number of managers is 459. What is the expenditure on food? The expenditure on food we don't know. Let us assume that the expenditure on food is E. Now 36 new managers were added. So what is the new managers? It will be 459 plus 36, which is equal to 495. And the expenditure increases by 81. So the new expenditure on food is E plus 81. But the average expenditure per person has decreased by 1. What is the original expenditure per person? This is the total expenditure divided by 459. This is the average expenditure per person. What is the new average expenditure per person? This will be E plus 81 divided by 495. This is the new average expenditure. What we are told is that the new average expenditure is 1 less than the old average expenditure. So E plus 81 divided by 495 is equal to E by 459 minus 1. This is what we know. Now, if you are just looking at 495 and 459, you can calculate it, you can subtract it and calculate it, but in the examination, because you want to do things quickly, you should notice that 495 is a multiple of 9. This is 55 into 9. Similarly, 459 is a multiple of 9. This is 51 into 9. So I'll multiply this entire equation with 51 into 55 into 9, just to remove off all the denominators. If I multiply this entire equation with 51 into 55 into 9, what am I going to get? This will be E plus 81 into 51 is equal to E into 55 minus 51 into 55 into 9. You can simplify this. 51 into 81 plus 51E is equal to 55E minus 51 into 55 into 9, or the value of 4E is equal to 51 into 81 plus 51 into 55 into 9. Again, I'll take 51 common. You can just use calculator. I'm just trying to tell you how I solve it in the examination. This is 81 plus 55 into 9, which is 495. This is equal to 51 into 81 plus 495 is 576. This is the value of 4E. So the value of E is 144 into 51, because 576 divided by 4 is 144. You have to now calculate what is 144 into 51. 144 into 50 is 7200. 144 into 1 is 144. You add both of them, you are going to get 7344. This is how I would solve it in the examination. If you are comfortable, solve it like this, or you can use the calculator. You can even then get the answer. So the answer for this question is option A, which is 7344. Let me quickly give a shout out to everybody who got this correct before going to the next question. We have Vishal, the General, Panisher, Ritu Panwar, Anumotu Vijendra Gupta, Vedantika, Sanjeevani Pathak, and Asha Jogi. Well done, guys. This is an interesting question. Slightly long question. Try to solve it. Ooh. Okay, I think it is getting cut. That is fine. Basically, I'll tell you. Okay, I think this is okay. Okay, let us try to solve this question. Here we are given three numbers. Let the three numbers be x, y and z. A is the sum of the first two numbers. So A is equal to x plus y. B is the sum of the first two numbers taken away from the third number. B is equal to z minus x plus y. C is the sum of all of these numbers. So C is equal to x plus y plus z. This is what is given to us. In addition to it, we are told that A by B is equal to B by C. If you have A by B is equal to B by C, it is clear that A into C is equal to B square. If A into C is equal to B square, this is A, this is C, is equal to B square. So x plus y into x plus y plus z is equal to z minus x plus y whole square. This is the equation that is given to us. We can simplify it. This is, for example, equal to x plus y whole square plus x plus y into z. I am just multiplying x plus y with x plus y and x plus y with z. X plus y into x plus y is x plus y whole square. X plus y into z is x plus y into z. This is equal to z square plus x plus y whole square minus 2 times x plus y into z. This is the equation that we have. We can cancel x plus y whole square, x plus y whole square. We can cancel 1z from all the remaining terms. What we are essentially going to get is z is equal to 3 times x plus y. So the sum of the first two terms into 3 is equal to the third term. So the answer is that the third term is equal to thrice the sum of the first two terms. Let me quickly give a shout out to everybody who got this correct before going to the next question. They are Sanjeevani Pathak, Vishal, Sanjana Harish, Aparna Nair, Ritu Panwar and Vedantika. Let us go to the next question, guys. Yeah. Okay, let us look at this question. The expression 2x cube plus ax square plus bx plus 3, where a and b are constant, has a factor of x minus 1 and leaves a remainder of 15 when divided by x plus 2. The value of a comma b is. When you are given this cubic equation and we are told that x minus 1 is a factor, let us assume that this is f of x, we are just defining it. This is 2x cubed plus ax square plus bx plus 3. If you are told that x minus 1 is a factor of f of x, what that implies is that if you substitute the value of x to be equal to 1 in this cubic equation, you are going to get 0. That is, instead of x, if you write 1, this will be equal to 0. That is what is implied when you are told that x minus 1 is a factor of f of x. So if you put x is equal to 1, you are going to get 2 plus ax square is a plus b plus 3 is equal to 0, or a plus b is equal to minus 5. Just on the basis of this, if you are looking at the options, it will have to be this option, it is not this option, it is not this option, and it is not this option. Once you get that x minus 1 is a factor, based on the options you can mark it as option B. But just for the sake of completeness, let us try to solve it properly. You are given one more information, you are told that the remainder is 15 when it is divided by x plus 2. So this is one equation that you have. You are also told that if you divide f of x with x plus 2, the remainder you are getting is 15. X plus 2 will be 0 when x is equal to minus 2. So if you substitute the value of x to be minus 2, this cubic equation will be equal to 15. So let us substitute x is equal to minus 2. This is 2 into minus 2 cube plus a into 2 square plus b into minus 2 plus 3. This is equal to 15. This is minus 16 plus 4a minus 2b plus 3 is equal to 15, or 4a minus 2b is equal to 28, or 2a minus b is equal to 14. This is the second equation, this is the first equation. If you add both of these equations, 2a minus b is 14, a plus b is minus 5. If you are adding both of them, we are going to get 3a is equal to 9, or the value of a is 3. And therefore the value of b is minus 8. So the answer for this question is, like we expected, option B. Let me quickly give a shout out to everybody who got this correct before going to the next question, guys. It is Aparna Nair, Vishal, Vedantika M, Kushagra Tandon, Sanjana Harish, Ritu Panwar, Sriram, and Dhruv Bhagat, sorry. Guys, we have a subreddit which is focused on CAT aspirants. Definitely do check it out. The name of the subreddit is RIM CAT Preparation. I'm pretty active on this. We actually, many of the students who prepare on Cracku are also active on it. We do some AMAs also. I think last week one of the content managers of Cracku did a AMA. He scored 99.99. I also do many AMAs on this. If you have any doubts with respect to your CAT preparation, you can always ask in this particular subreddit. Definitely do check it out. The link is RIM CAT Preparation. Let us look at the next one, guys. This is the next question. Okay guys, here we are told that there is a quadratic equation root 2 x square minus 3 root 2 x plus c, and the two roots are p and 2p. If you are given a quadratic equation which is of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, and if the two roots are a and b, now the sum of the roots a plus b is equal to minus b by a, and the product of the roots a into b is equal to c by a. Here we are told that the two roots are p and 2p. So the sum of the two roots is p plus 2p, which is 3p, will be equal to 3 by root 2 whole divided by root 2, which is equal to 3 by 2. So 3p is equal to 3 by 2, or the value of p is equal to 1 by 2. Now what is the product of the roots? The two roots are p and 2p, so the product of the roots is 2p square. 2p square is equal to c by root 2, or 2 into 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 is equal to c by root 2. You can cancel these two, or the value of c is 1 by root 2. So p is 1 by 2, c is 1 by root 2. We are told that a is greater than 0, and one of the roots of this equation is 64 into p to the power 6 into c to the power 12. P to the power 6 is, if p is 1 by 2, p to the power 6 is 1 by 64. If c is 1 by root 2, c to the power 12 is also equal to 1 by 64. The sum of these two, p to the power 6 plus c to the power 12, is 1 by 32. So 64 times p to the power 6 plus c to the power 12 is 64 into 32, which is equal to 2. So one of the roots of the given equation is 2. What is the given equation? It is a square x square plus 12a minus 7 is equal to 0. X is equal to 2 is one of the roots of this. So if you substitute x is equal to 2, we are going to get 4a square plus 12a minus 7 is equal to 0, or 4a square plus 14a minus 2a minus 7 is equal to 0. This is 2a minus 1 into 2a plus 7 is equal to 0, or the value of a is equal to 1 by 2, or the value of a is equal to minus 7 by 2. These are the two possible values of a, but we are told that a is greater than 0. It is mentioned that a is a positive number, so a cannot be minus 7 by 2. So the only possibility is that a is equal to 1 by 2, which is option B. Let me quickly give a shout out to everybody who got this question correct before going to the next question. We have Anumotu, Vijayendra Gupta, Vedantika, KKR, Rishabh, and the general. Guys, please do like the stream. We are putting so much effort. I would really appreciate if you guys can like the stream. Okay guys, let us try to solve this question. The mean of A, B and C is M. What does this mean? It means that A plus B plus C divided by 3 is equal to M, and AB plus BC plus AC is 0. So we also have AB plus BC plus AC. This is equal to 0. The mean of A square plus B square plus C square is km square. So A square plus B square plus C square divided by 3 is k times m square. What is the value of k? We have A plus B plus C by 3 is m. So A plus B plus C is equal to 3m. If you square both sides, we are going to get A plus B plus C whole square is 9m square. A plus B plus C whole square is A square plus B square plus C square plus 2 times AB plus BC plus AC. This is equal to 9m square. But AB plus BC plus AC is given to be equal to 0. So this is equal to 0. What we are left with is A square plus B square plus C square is 9m square. We are told that the average of A square plus B square plus C square is km square. So A square plus B square plus C square is 3km square. This has to equal this. So the value of 3k has to be equal to 9, or the value of k is equal to 3. So the answer for this particular question is option A, which is equal to 3. Let me quickly give a shout out to everybody who got this correct before going to the next question. The people who got this correct are Pratik, KKR, Kushagra Tandon, Sanjeevani Pathak, Dhruv Bhagwat, Vedantika, Vishal, Aparna Nayar, Nilanjan, The General and Ritu Panwar. Okay guys, let us try to solve this question. Okay guys, let us try to solve this. In this question we are told that A by B plus C is equal to B by A plus C is equal to C by A plus B is equal to K. So A by B plus C is equal to B by A plus C is equal to C by A plus B is equal to k. If you cross multiply, you are going to get a is equal to k times b plus c. I'm just multiplying this with this. From the second equation, b by a plus c is equal to k. So b is equal to k into a plus c. And from the third equation, c by a plus b is equal to k. So c is equal to k times a plus b. If I'm adding all of these three equations, on the left hand side we have a plus b plus c. And on the right hand side we have k times b plus c plus a plus c plus a plus b, which is 2a plus 2b plus 2c. Or essentially what we have is a plus b plus c is equal to 2k times a plus b plus c. Or you can simplify this to equal a plus b plus c into 2k minus 1 is equal to 0. Now there are two possibilities. Either this is equal to 0 or this is equal to 0. If 2k minus 1 is equal to 0, k is equal to 1 by 2. If 2k minus 1 is not equal to 0, a plus b plus c has to be equal to 0. If a plus b plus c is equal to 0, a is equal to minus of b plus c, or a divided by b plus c is equal to minus 1. So what this would mean is that k is either equal to 1 by 2 or k is equal to minus 1, because a divided by b plus c is equal to k. So the two values that k can take are either 1 by 2 or minus 1, which is option B. Let me quickly give a shout out to everybody who got this correct. They are Sanjeevani Pathak, KKR, Sriram Shivatsan, and Rimuru Tempest and Vipul. Guys, one very useful PDF for you, for all CAT aspirants, this will actually be useful for any MBA aspirant, is the Cracku CAT formulas PDF. You can download this. It is downloaded by more than 2.6 lakhs people. It's a very useful PDF. Definitely do download it, and the way to remember CAT formulas is by going through this PDF regularly. Don't just put it off till the last day or before the exam. Try to go through, like say, 3 or 4 pages every day before you sleep. Even if you don't remember the formulas, even if you don't understand the formulas, just go through them, because somewhere in your mind you'll keep remembering those things at the important juncture. So keep revising this PDF. You can download this PDF. The link for this PDF is given in the description of this video. Or if you're not able to find it, just Google search Cracku CAT formulas PDF. Very useful PDF. I can't recommend it enough. That's it, guys. That is the session for today. Please do like the stream. If you have doubts with any of the CAT questions, please do comment below this video. I will look at all the comments and I'll try to respond to them.